What's up, everybody? With my channel. I know it's been a minute, but I'm DJ, aka Token Black Guy. If you are new here for the first time, hit that like button, subscribe button. Yeah, I've not been posting lately, like frequently, but I promise you, I'm trying to get back in the rhythm of posting stuff. Life happens; it just happens. So bear with me, but I appreciate every single one of y'all. Like I said, when we hit 1,000 subscribers a few weeks ago, I truly appreciate every single one of you guys. So let's keep this thing moving. But we are back again after like over a week. We got the Echo pitch meeting. So Echo was a show that I admit I was one of the people saying, "Who asked for this? We don't want this show. This is stupid. I don't care about this show. Whatever." But when it dropped, I will say I had to backtrack. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was actually um, more interesting and entertaining than I expected. So it was it had its good things and bad things, but overall, I enjoyed it for the most part. There are some parts where I thought was like, whatever, but the fact that it was short and they dropped everything at one time and was good. But it had that well, I like learning about the culture of the Indians. That's weird. Native American, the Kohata tribe. Forgive me for butchering that word. Their tribe. I apologize, but I thought that aspect was cool. I liked the beginning when they were in the city. It had a more darker, grimy feeling too, which I liked. But then it went to Oklahoma and it got more into the Native American stuff, which was all right, but it kind of I was expecting something more dark and gritty. I thought Kingpin was amazing in the show. The actress who played Maya, for that being her first big role, I think she did a good job. And being an amputee and not be and deaf, I thought was cool. The whole sign language thing is I kind of hold dear to my personal heart because I have uh some friends who sign. So which I knew how to sign. And I when my son was little baby, we taught him basic sign language to learn like, want more, to communicate with him before he started talking. So that's one it's pretty cool. I do think sign language should be offered in high school as a foreign language for people. It's good to know. But anyway, I digress. Let's check out this Echo pitch meeting from Mr. Ryan George. He's always funny as always. So without further ado, let's get into it. See we got to see his take on this.
So, you got some new content for me? Yes, sir, I do. The people demand their Marvel content. Yeah, they do. Well, less and less. Oh, well, I wrote some stuff anyway.
I agree.
Yeah, that's totally fine. So I'm thinking we do a show about Maya Lopez. Oh, interesting. And tell me something. Who is that? We introduced 736 new characters last year.
Like I said, I was one of the people saying like, who cares about this character? But I was wrong.
Was in the Hawkeye show, a little. Also goes by Echo. I think that does sound kind of familiar, and that works for me. Let's give her own show. Amazing. So a good chunk of the first episode is going to be kind of like an extended previously on segment.
It was
to get people up to speed. Really, a good chunk. Yeah, well, people are always complaining that it's hard to keep up with all the Marvel stuff, so if a good chunk of the first episode is kind of previously on, that'll shut people up. I feel like there might be a nice middle ground. No.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, I honestly I couldn't remember all the stuff that went on in Hawkeye. So the first half was I thought was a good recap because it was from her point of view, but whatever.
Oh, and during that whole backstory bit, I figured that's a good opportunity to have Daredevil come in. He's from She-Hulk.
Probably the best scene of the.
Sir, they're gonna have this big old fight
probably
scene.
The best scene of the whole show.
It's gonna look like they're hitting each other. Man, it's really gonna help with marketing to have Daredevil in this show. We're gonna lean into that heavily. Well, he's literally just in that one scene. I don't care. I don't care. Well, okay then. So what actually happens in the show? Well, like 5 months after shooting Kingpin in the face at the end of Hawkeye, Maya's on the run and heads back to her hometown in Oklahoma. And what does she want to do there? Take over from Kingpin and become the Queen Pin
from Oklahoma.
Yes, yeah. And so since she's being followed by a bad guy, she's putting her whole family at risk. Oh man, what's she gonna do to protect them? Nothing. She doesn't seem to care about that. Oh, and she's also gonna.
That is true if you think about it. Like she brought all that trouble back home for no reason. The people were living their life all peaceful, doing their thing and everything, having their powwows and just living life. Even her little cousin, he was doing his little shtick. and she brings all this trouble back home for no reason.
Gonna provoke the bad guys by planting some explosives on their cargo heading to New York. Couldn't that potentially explode anywhere and hurt a lot of innocent people? Yeah, she's a badass. Kinda messed up. Well, she's an anti-hero, so it's badass. Oh, okay.
Is
So
she
anyway, at a certain
anti-hero?
point, her and 2 of her family members are gonna get kidnapped by bad guys at the roller skating rink her uncle works at. Uh-oh. And Maya's prosthetic leg is gonna come off and be taken by one of the captors. Yikes, how's she gonna get that back? They're gonna drop it next to her and leave her with it. Oh, well, that worked out immediately. Yeah, and it has a little knife in it, so she cuts herself loose. A very handy foot. And then she builds a functional gun complete with laser sight out of some scraps, which is a skill that she has. Oh, it is? Yeah, that's a skill that she
I call BS on that scene. That was so stupid.
has. It says so right here. Well, great. So then she's gonna kill a bunch of bad guys, but the final
fight scene
bad
was cool.
guys get a phone call and leave. Well, getting a phone call is pretty scary. Just text me. Well, this phone call is especially scary because we're gonna find out that the Kingpin is still alive. What? How did he survive getting shot directly in the face? By not dying. Oh, this guy's good. So he shows up and tells Maya, like, hey, I'm okay with you having shot me in the face, and I want you to come to New York, and I'll give you my empire. Oh, well, that's what she wants.
I mean, the fact he having like any brain damage, like he got shot in the freaking eye. I mean, people have survived crazier things, you know, but to be up and walking 5 months later after getting shot in the face, I mean.
That's right, yeah, but not like this, because she's mad at Kingpin. He had her father killed. Oh, right. So she doesn't accept the offer? Nope, and so Kingpin gets so mad that he's going to attack this big event in town. What's the event? A powwow. Well, wow. So he's got a bunch of bad guys there, and there's a guy with a
He said pow. Wow.
rocket launcher. He's very scary. He's just gonna blow up a powwow? Yeah, blow up a powwow with the rocket. That seems to be what I've written here. And also he kidnaps Maya's cousin and grandma. Uh-oh. But the whole family's gonna fight back. Oh, they are? Yeah, even her comic relief cousin, Biscuits. His name is Biscuits? Oh, that is funny. What's he gonna do? He crushes
Monster
like
truck.
12 men with a monster truck. Oh my God. And Maya's gotta go up against the Kingpin. Well, that's gonna be impossible. The guy's massive. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, because see, she has powers now, so she uses those and shares them with her cousin and grandma. What are the powers? Glowy ones that do whatever I want. Nice, and so she kicks Fisk's butt.
I mean, I get they had to change her powers because she's basically like Taskmaster, where she mimic and everything. But this is I wanted her to be more of a street level hero, or whatever. And the power thing was kind of like this. I wanted her to be like more of like a fighter kind of thing. But I guess they had to do the Native American stuff. So.
But she's gonna touch him with her glowy mind powers and make him confront his own childhood trauma. Oh. Yeah, so he cries and runs away. Weaponized therapy is tight. And then we're gonna end this whole thing with a nice family barbecue and everybody's happy. So like a play on the Fast and Furious thing. No, just literally doing it. Oh, okay. So what do you think? Hey, we've got Daredevil and Kingpin to focus the marketing around. I say we make this TVMA sprinkle a little blood just for publicity's sake. That should lure people into clicking. Do you think it's bad that we have to lure people now? It might not be. Hi everybody, Ryan George here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Ryan George. Pleasure as always. He's put out some very good content. Make sure you go to his channel and subscribe. So, like I said, the show wasn't bad as I thought it was going to be. It had its issues, but for the most part, it was okay. I mean, it was a good watch. I want to rewatch it. So. But yeah, I mean, the power things kind of just bugs me a little bit because it's not that she got powers; it's the fact that she was able to master them so quick. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind people getting powers. I hate the fact how people lately, and it's gonna sound whatever, but it seems like the women in these shows, and I'm not hating on women. Don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on women. I like a strong female character when it's done right, but there's no like overcoming to learn these powers. There's no struggle to learn these powers and everything. You've seen it countless times, whether it's this or Star Wars or other stuff, where they just pick up the power and it's like, oh, I'm a master at it now. Whereas past characters have to struggle and learn. There's a learning curve to it. But anyways, I digress. This is funny. He always has a good take on these movies, so make sure you go over to pitch meetings and watch it with Screen Rant. But yeah, I enjoy this. If you enjoyed this, make sure you leave a comment down below, a like button. Hit the like button. Let me know you thought about Echo. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, what your problems, pros, cons, whatever. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. And like always, I will see you when I see you. Have a good one. Peace.